Hey, it's John Terry with Vision Advisors, and welcome to this Insight with Vision. If I could tell you how to attract more customers to do business with you in 2023, would that be of interest? Yeah, I'm sure it would. So lean in because that's what we're going to talk about in this particular episode. I want to share with you a unique money magnet that you can create with your marketing that is going to attract more of a specific type of customer to want to do business with you in the coming year. But there's a challenge that you and I have to recognize, and it's something I'm hearing from a number of financial professionals across the country and was recently validated by a Sorelli Associate study done just last year. 61% of financial professionals have been experiencing negative business growth since 2016. They're not writing as much business as they have, or the clients that they have been leaving. And interestingly enough, as we dig deeper into the numbers from this Sorelli study, here's what we found. 14 to 16% of assets leaving your business are leaving due to a client passing away. But 40%, almost half, are due to a shift when a client says, I no longer am focused on accumulating wealth. I'm now focused on decumulating wealth, and I want to take income from what I've saved over my working years. When that happens, notice this, 90% of those customers, as they shift from accumulation to decumulation, are going to move their assets to a financial professional who can help them do one thing, and that is to build an income plan. Now, the group I'm talking about has four common objectives. Those four common objectives are these. First, longevity. They want to make sure the assets they've accumulated during their working years, they're not going to outlive. And they're specifically focused on income producing assets that are going to provide the income they need to achieve objective number two, and that's lifestyle. They want to have the money available to them when they retire, a paycheck in retirement for the rest of their lives, so they can not only pay their bills, but they can enjoy life without worrying about negative market performance wiping out a significant portion of all they've saved during their working careers. They're not just concerned about a return on their money, they're concerned about a return of their money. And they want to make sure that as they are planning, and the income plan they put in place, it's going to provide guaranteed income for the rest of their lives that is also linked to increasing income opportunities so that they have an opportunity for their money, their purchasing power, to be more consistent over time. The third L that they want to make sure they focus on in their common objectives is liquidity. They want to make sure that in the event life happens, and it does, they don't have to go raid their income plan to pay for unexpected expenses. They want to create and maintain a rainy day fund for those emergencies when they arise. And number four, they want to make sure they have a legacy plan in place to provide for a surviving spouse, as well as a generational wealth transfer plan for their kids and their grandkids. Now, who is this audience we're talking about? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you that the cheese has moved. And the vast majority of financial professionals, for whatever reason, are still focusing the bulk of their marketing efforts on the boomer generation. Well, here's what I'm here to tell you. The boomer generation has pretty much done their planning. They're done, and the emphasis needs to be shifting to another demographic, and that's the Gen Xers. Gen Xers are going to inherit $36 trillion in wealth from the silent generation and the early baby boomers over the next 7 years. Between 2023 and 2030, there's going to be $36 trillion of wealth transfer from the older generations to the Gen Xers. Now, you do need to understand that these Gen Xers buy differently. So the approach to selling them needs to be a little bit different. These Gen Xers love to do their own research. They love to do their own homework. They are big into self-study. They want to be hands-on in the planning process, and they don't want it done for them. They want it done with them, and they want to be very self-sufficient. They want to know that they've got a plan in place, that they don't have to worry. Everything's going to be provided for them that they need, but they want the ability to manage and maintain it themselves and only be able to ask for help if and when it's needed. Now, another interesting thing about this Gen Xer marketplace you need to pay attention to with the cheese moving is this: 94% of those Gen Xers are found on Facebook. In fact, 64% of them, almost two-thirds, say Facebook is their number one social media platform. They spend an average of 6 hours a week online, much of that doing research, searching for information and content to help them make wise money choices. And 41% of those that are on Facebook say that every business they do interactions with, they follow those businesses on Facebook. They're looking for businesses like yours. And if you're providing quality content that engages them, that informs them, that helps them make wise money decisions, they're not only going to follow you on your Facebook page, they're going to lean in and they're going to consume your content, giving you an opportunity to know, like, and trust you because they're devouring all the content that you're providing for them. Now, by the way, as you're putting content up on your Facebook page, understand that 60% of them prefer video learning. They love video blogging. They're looking on YouTube and on your social media for content videos that are going to inform, educate, and give them what they need to make informed money choices and to make them aware of the things they don't yet know that they need to know. They're also definitely a candidate for webinars. They love to attend online events, both live and on demand. And because they love research and self-study, they consume digital courses. Now, that leads to the question, as you move into 2023, what's your Facebook plan? What's your social media plan to engage with these individuals that are looking for you online? They're looking for you on Facebook. They're scouring and looking for the opportunity to engage with a trusted financial professional as they look to transition from accumulation to decumulation. How do they know who you are, what you do, how you uniquely do it? If you're not showing up, you're the invisible man, you're the invisible woman, and they don't know who you are, and they're not going to seek you out. So again, what's the opportunity with this demographic? These Gen Xers, they're transitioning from accumulation to decumulation. They've been saving for years, for decades to prepare for retirement. They've seen what happened to the parents that saved well and those that didn't. They want to make sure they're not another statistic of those that didn't save well. So they are putting money aside for retirement. And remember what I shared earlier, 90% of them will move their assets to you if you can let them know you can help them do one thing they want to do, and that's to create a sustainable guaranteed income plan that's going to last no matter how long they live in retirement. Also, along with that, given the historic inflation that we're seeing, interest in increasing income solutions is gaining in popularity with these Gen Xers. And remember, they have 4 common objectives they want to achieve in their planning, and it's something you want to make sure you're talking about in your social media marketing and in your planning when you meet with them to have a conversation. Let me review those again with you. Those 4 common objectives. Number 1, longevity, having income producing assets that are going to generate income for the rest of their lives, no matter how long that lasts. They want to be able to comfortably be able to spend money in retirement without fearing that income going away because their assets have been lost due to a negative market downturn. They want to make sure they've got a rainy day fund available so they've got the liquidity to pay for unexpected expenses so they don't disrupt their income plan and the ability to live life in retirement. And they want to have a survivor and wealth generation plan. Legacy planning is important to this market segment. They've seen what happened when their boomer parents and their silent generation grandparents didn't do proper estate planning. They realize they need a survivor plan, making sure that the surviving spouse, who typically outlives females outliving males an average of 5 to 7 years, are provided for with an income stream that's going to provide what they lose when one spouse dies. They also want to make sure survivor planning is there for the special needs adult children in their lives. But their ultimate goal is wealth transfer, not just transferring the assets or the stuff. They want to make sure they transfer with that the wisdom and the knowledge so those assets aren't squandered by the kids when they inherit it. They want to make sure that that wealth is preserved and grown so it can be passed on generation to generation to generation. And these Gen Xers are much more charitably focused than their baby boomer parents and silent generation grandparents. Not quite as charitably focused as the millennials, but much more focused than the silent generation and the boomers. Now, there's one other 800-pound gorilla in the room they're not talking about that they need to be, and that 800-pound gorilla is long-term care. According to a nationwide study done last year, only 26% of Generation Xers have a formal long-term care plan in place that includes long-term care insurance. Only 26% of Gen Xers own LTC insurance. Now compare that to 19% of boomers and 31% of millennials. You'll see there's opportunity in this long-term care space, but it's the 800-pound gorilla in the room nobody wants to talk about. Why is it important? This group, these Gen Xers, because of technological advances in the medical field that are on the horizon, have a significant opportunity before them, and that's to live even longer than their long-lived boomer generation. Where today's boomers are living 20, 25, 30 years in retirement, the Generation Xers are going to see a 30 to 40-year retirement because of longevity expectations from technological and medical advances. They're going to need guaranteed income to last a lot longer, and they're going to live long enough for age-related illness and injury to begin to take its toll. And we know statistically that as you get older, when a long-term care event occurs, it's one of the primary drivers of early impoverishment in retirement. Important to remember, these Gen Xers are still healthy enough to qualify for a variety of long-term care planning options, and they've got the financial resources to pay for it. So there you have it, the opportunity, the demographic that you want to focus on. So I want to leave you with this question. What's your attraction or marketing plan for 2023? This demographic, 90% of them will come do business with you if you can help them do one thing, and that is to create an income plan that addresses the 4 L's. That's got to be an integral part of your planning as you're working with them. And they need to see on your social media, because they're going to be checking you out there, on your website, on your landing pages, however it is you're marketing, are you speaking the language they're looking to hear from you so that they say, that's the person I want to engage with? Now, if you don't have an attractional marketing plan or an attractional marketing message, here are some of ours. The 4 roadblocks to retirement and how to avoid them. Yes, you can retire happy and stay that way. If you thought Uncle Sam was greedy, you haven't met Aunt Irma. The many faces of estate planning. Tax-free retirement, how to pay less in taxes and keep more of what you've saved during your working career. Understanding Social Security and how it impacts long-term income planning. The need for estate planning. Now that you're alone, what's next? The survivor story. Peace of Mind University, a 4-part adult education series helping people plan for the 4 major pillars in retirement before they walk away from the workaday world. Your retirement reality, income planning in retirement, and a 12-month financial literacy program that you can take into employers large and small across the United States. These are some of the messages that we make available to the financial professionals that work with us. Now, I want to leave you with 3 truths as we talk about this money magnet that you can create to attract more customers to do business with you in 2023. Here's truth number 1. If you do what you've always done and you don't change anything about your marketing, you're going to get the same results you've always gotten. 61% of financial professionals are going backwards year to year, starting from 2016 through 2021. If you keep doing that same style of marketing, you're going to keep going backwards. Now, if you do what everyone else is doing, you're going to get what everyone else is getting in the marketplace. And 95% of financial professionals in business today are getting, at best, mediocre or lackluster results. But if you'll do what the top 5% are doing, Do what nobody else is doing in your center of influence. You're going to set yourself apart. You're going to get noticed, and you're going to get ahead. And that's where we at Vision Advisors can help you. We've got a variety of tools and resources as part of our Vision Success Academy that we make available to the financial professionals working with us to help them grow and increase their opportunity. We're talking seminars, webinars, adult education classes, financial wellness programs you can implement in small and large businesses, social media posts that you can use to engage in conversation starters, sales funnels and landing pages, email scripts, white papers, and money to market, where we actually help pay for your marketing. If you're not working with a financial professional who is investing back in your business, maybe it's time you work with an insurance marketing organization that did. These are some of the tools and resources we have to help you build that money magnet that's going to attract more of the type of customer you want to work with in 2023 into your practice. It's not going to happen by default. You got to have a plan, and we welcome the opportunity to help you build and implement a plan to grow and expand your opportunities in 2023 and years beyond. I'm John Terry, and on behalf of all of us at Vision Advisors, I want to invite you to give us a call at 1-800-505-8489. Press 0 to be connected with any of our business consultants. You can also connect with us at visionadvisorsinc.com, our website. Bottom of the home page, you can schedule a 30-minute strategy call with any of our business consultants. And while you're on our website, visionadvisorsinc.com, in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see our Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube channel. Let me encourage you to follow us on Facebook and LinkedIn, where we're sharing conversation starters that lead to sales opportunities every single day. And on our YouTube channel, you want to go there, follow, click the subscribe button and the little bell beside it so that every time we add a new training video, you'll get notified. Over 200 training videos available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year, no password required. We give you the training that will help you grow and become a better version of yourself. You know, Ray Kroc, the brain trust behind the McDonald's franchise, said, as long as you're green, you're growing. But once you're right, you start to rot. We provide a lot of training tools, resources, and coaching here at Vision Advisors because we don't want you to be a rotten advisor. Now, 2023 is right around the corner. What are you going to do to make 2023 better than 2022? We have a plan for your success, and we'd love to share it with you and help you scale and grow and increase your opportunities and your results in 2023, 2024, and every year that follows. Give us a call at Vision Advisors, 1-800-505-8489, or visit us at visionadvisorsinc.com. Again, I'm John Terry with Vision Advisors. On behalf of all of us here at Vision Advisors, thanks for joining me today. Have a great day.